Hello you gorgeous people of YouTube. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Slight confession, I didn't even know it was St. Patrick's Day. The only way I knew was that one of my friends in Germany told me. Great! So yeah, I thought in honour of it being St. Patrick's Day, for the show tonight, last night of the show, fingers crossed guys, it all goes well. I thought I would do a kind of greeny look, I guess. Yeah, I went out last night, got in at 4 o'clock this morning, got up at 7 and had to go shopping for Mother's Day tomorrow. So yeah, hence my hair is all curly and pinned back. So anyway, I always try to do like quite bright, simple makeup if you haven't seen any of my videos. Yeah, let's get started. Right, so I was going to be using Faithful Old front cover. And I'm only going to be using the one colour out of this one, and that one colour is Blanc de Blanc. White the White. I don't really know why it's called White the White, because actually it looks kind of... Actually no, it does look white, doesn't it? In the box it kind of looks silver, but you know, whatever. So, finger... the fingers. And you're basically just going to sweep this from the inner corner to roughly about the third mark. And when I always think about my eyes and in thirds, I always think look straight ahead and look where your eye is, because your eye is pretty much going to be in the centre of your eye. So if it just hits just beyond the edge of your eye, then you got a third. Very sorry if my makeup is dreadful today. I don't actually recall any of last night. Have you ever found that like you can always do one eye better than the other? What is that about? Alright, so that's your white on white. Exciting stuff. Move that out of the way, seeing as we're not going to be using it anymore. Okay, let's go on to the infamous 180 palette. Every time I open it, I just smile a little bit. So that's really sad, isn't it? And you remember as well, I said going from a light colour on the inside to a darker colour works, because you know it's the whole graduation effect and more of the opening of the eye than of the shutting. So what I'm going to pick, the colour I'm picking is this little greeny, it looks blue, but it's green. I do promise it's green, St. Patrick. It is green. And the good thing about these colours is you can mix and match them. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of that and then a little bit of that one there. Because that really is green, isn't it? Yeah, that's really green. And this, and yes I am using a brush because I feel like my the stability of my hands is in question at the moment, guys. And this is just going on the rest of the eyelid. To make my basic eye shape, I know that there are people who hate going above the crease and whatever. I tend to get the brush right in the outer corner, up diagonally, beyond my crease, because my crease is there. I just sweep it up and it will naturally go beyond my crease, and then it kind of just curves down into my eye. And the reason I do that is because obviously I think my eyes are quite small, and I just want to make them slightly bigger. Pop a bit more, I guess. So I've done that side. Gonna do the other side. Mix and match the colors. Mix and match the colors. It's quite a pretty colour. Corner, up and round, and you kind of get the basic outline, and then you just fill it in. Simples. When you get to the bit where you're joining it, I tend to dab. Like, I press harder on the bit where I want the colour to properly stick, and then when I get to the bit where it needs to blend, I dab. Nothing you find with like loose pigment, oh, it's a pain in the ass to fall out. So just have a brush handy and you can sort that out. Right, so this is the general look. What I am gonna do though, because I personally think it looks a bit too not mono, because that would be black and white. I just want to basically just define the outer corners a bit. So onto the next little bit of the panel, and I'm going to take this colour. It's really dark, but it's got a bit of glitter in it, which would be nice. See that? It doesn't really show up on the brush because it is that dark. And what I'm going to do is little V on the outer eye and round the top and into the crease. There we go. So that bit just rests on your upper outer eyelash. The thing you'll find about this palette is that you've got to pick up lots of pigment constantly, and I don't know where it goes. It probably goes on the rest of my face, to be honest. Right, so that's the lower part of the V. Find your crease and swing it up and round. Obviously quite hard and firm at the edge, and then tapering off ever so gently into the inner. And that just adds a bit of a deeper kind of look, I think, to that one. I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing things, maybe I'm just paranoid. Either way, I would rather add this than not. Yeah, you can see it there a bit, can't you? It's just, it darkens the edge and adds a bit more drama. We all love drama. There we go. Will that do? Will that do? Okay, and then the very last thing is, instead of wearing like a strange random colour underneath, I'm going to go for a blue. Green and blues, they're next to each other, aren't they? I'm going to pick quite a light-ish blue. This one here. Just because I want a slight difference under the eye. Doing under the eye, obviously put your brush first and then move it. Don't kind of poke yourself in the eye, because trust me, I've done that and it hurts, and you kind of go crying to mummy and mum's like, what did you do that for? Fallout. You know, I really should just stick like masking tape on my face, shouldn't I? That way I wouldn't get a lot of fallout. To be honest, I do sometimes actually get a bit of tissue like that. And it does work. for catching sun fallout. You just look a bit like a mong. Clearly not that well, considering I got fallout on this side as well. There we go. So obviously the reason I did a little bit of blue is because I just wanted a little bit of difference, and obviously like I've got my dance show tonight, so my eyes have to be quite big. If I was wearing this for a normal day, I probably wouldn't add the blue. But yeah, so close to the camera time for my liquid eyeliner collection 2000. Yeah, I like it. It's good. And I am going to go across the whole eye tonight, just to give my a bit of definition. I know I'm pulling my eyelid shut, I'm very sorry. Starting in the middle. Just gentle sweeping motions. Try and stay as close as you can to your lash line, I guess. Little flick at the edge. I do genuinely like, oh, I can't tell you how much I love this thing. Starting in the middle again, little strokes to begin with. Just so you know for definite, like, where you want your line to be. And then I tend to go to the edge and join it up. I think the hardest part for me on my eyeliner, my eyes, is this bit here, because I've got what my mum calls them almond shaped eyes, which means they are basically bigger here than they are there. And I know that's true of everyone's eyes, but with almond eyes they kind of slope, which makes it quite hard to do eyeliner, because one part of your eye does tend to end up looking massive in comparison to the other. Right, so that's the black added. Does that look alright? It's a bit bumpy, isn't it? Ugh. Shouldn't ever go out on a Friday again. Totes what I'm saying, obviously I will. Mascara. This one, it's Rimmel London, and it's a, God, look at my fingers, how bad is that? And I was using a brush. It's a lash extending one, so you put the white stuff on, it sets, so added a little more length on. I guess it's like flipping, I don't know, PVA glue on your lids, and you can just build on it. So you do that a couple of times, more than a couple, because a couple means two. Wait for it to dry. Why wait for it to dry? Clean your hands, because I don't think Charlie would be very impressed if I got makeup all over the costumes tonight. Da, da, da. Gosh, I don't even know what that is. Oops. Speaking of things that I'm not going to be able to get off, anyone in York or anyone in England who's ever been to York and went to Willow or has been to Willow, absolute legends, guys, absolute legends. I've still got my stamp, if you can see that. Oh, there it is. I love Willow. Then once that's dried, you just apply the black always wondered why we wear mascara. I don't know. It just seems to be a fundamental part of makeup now. And that, my dears, is my St. Patrick's look. St. Patrick's for show. Woo-hoo. So yeah, I'm off to the show, and yeah, I really should get ready because I need to be there in half an hour. Hope you guys have a fabulous evening celebrating the lovely Green Nation. And I shall see you soon, guys. Lots of love. Mwah.